And welcome back to the Advancement Center and to the world of magic and miracles. And a beautiful day with lots of magic and mischief and celebration, because there's a lot to celebrate. So I'm not going to necessarily share in any details of what that means, because so much of it is beyond the understanding of the mind anyway. But you'll know because of the way you feel, because of the excitement that comes up for no reason at all. There doesn't need to be a reason to celebrate or to get excited. It's just when you're aware, when you're sensitive to the feelings of what's happening, and the knowing that there's still nothing to do. That's one of the biggest things to get past, is that there's nothing to do. And there doesn't need to be a specific thing for you to say, well, let's celebrate, because you don't even need a reason. So celebrate with us today from warm, amazing Santa Barbara, California, to all of you amazing ones that join us for every live broadcast. I just want to give you an extra special welcome today, because it is such a joy. It is such an honor to be here with you all every week. And the ability for Barbara and David and myself to just be who we are and share that with you is really quite something. We started, it's been a little bit over a year ago, which is really hard for me to believe, when the three of us were invited by Robert to be the ones to sit in the chair. And for me personally, it was a little bit mortifying. And yet I had sat there behind the camera for his broadcasts, Simeon's broadcasts, quite a few of them. And I watched how he did it. He didn't plan. It wasn't about thinking. He just sat in the chair, tuned in, and oh my God, the magic that came out. I went looking through some of former footage of Robert's broadcasts, thinking I was looking for something. And I don't know that there was that particular thing was what it was about. It was about, for me, it seems, a reconnecting with what's been presented to us and what's been shown to us. There's no teaching, there's no learning. It's this beautiful interaction that's really hard to describe, even, because putting words to it actually almost takes away from it. And it was funny because it all started when I found that picture for my invitation of those two adorable kittens, one giving the other a leg up over the fence, which is what Robert has done for all of us. And he's put us in the front. He always said that would always change, who's in front, so that we may also give you a leg up over the fence. But the feeling of the kittens, it's perfect. There's no seriousness. There's no hard work. Every time I think about the picture, look at it, or even see it in my mind's eye, it makes me laugh. It makes me giggle. It makes my heart melt. And that's what I love about photos like that. They're communicating so much more. You don't even, I almost didn't want to put words to the picture this time, because the feeling I got was just perfect. And I wanted everyone to experience that feeling. It's really amazing, the power of pictures. And the more amazing thing is, we all have that ability to see our own pictures beyond, I'm not talking about physical vision. And therefore, we are the creators of our future. Because the more we see our future, the more we see by following our spirit, by following our feelings that are just that feeling that's directing you. It's not a thought process. You just follow your happiness, you follow your joy, you follow your excitement. And without focus, you see your future, your beautiful, magical, majestic future. And there's something to be excited about every moment of every day. So I just want to, I just feel the biggest wave. I so want, it's beyond want. I'm transmitting this feeling because it's really, really big. And it may seem small, but it's a lot more than it seems. And when you start traveling in these areas, it's a bit different. So sometimes the words might come a little slower because there's a change of direction into the unknown. So our old habits of speaking about the known don't do us any good, because we've just stepped in to the unknown, off of that platform of living, that elevated platform of living. We're now flying way above that. The magic and the miracles abound in this place. And the calmness is the grace to live, to operate from this place. Calmness is something that's always fascinated me, because as long as I can remember in this experience here in physical earth, when something happens that feels really big, like life-threatening or big, a big shock to your system, there's a calmness that always comes over me at that moment, that I don't know that I've thought about it in the moment, but maybe looking back, or because someone has commented about how calm I was. And I just had that experience again as I closed my fingers in the door of a very heavy Rolls-Royce door the other day. And I can't remember ever experiencing such pain, but there was this calmness. I didn't scream. I was kind of, again, when I looked back, I was like, wow, I didn't even let out a peep. I just calmly walked over to the office, sat down, asked someone to get me some ice. But there was this experience, even in all of that, there were some other things happening. There was a part of me that didn't want to. It was starting to go into a bit of a panic because of the intensity of the pain. But as Robert so amazingly assisted me in getting past the pain, he gave me a simple exercise to do while I was sitting there with my hand in the ice. The pain immediately released. But it was more than that. It was a redirecting. It was a redirecting of some of those things that can kick in. Again, your brain, what makes you go into panic mode. It was a redirecting. So there really doesn't have to be anything wrong. And I always remember the amazing story he tells, and it happens every day, of a child running into a brick wall. And if no one's looking, if no one's there to offer any sympathy or talk about what's wrong or poor you, the child just bounces right up again and keeps going. He doesn't even notice anything happened. And it's a real thing. It's an amazing thing. And we all have the ability to do this. So may you not have to endure such pain, but I'm just saying, we all have this amazing abilities beyond comprehension most of the time. And the rate at which I'm healing is, again, amazing and functioning, and everything's fine. I just have a little sore finger. So it's fun when we have experiences that are examples. We have a talking house. When we have experiences that are examples of all of this, of the magic, of the miracles, they firsthand, you get to witness it, whatever it is. So even though sometimes things may seem crazy at the moment and all kinds of other things, there's always a gift in everything. So nothing is ever wrong, even though, boy, in that moment, it appeared something was seriously wrong. There's always a gift. And there are so many. It reminds me when I was a child at like an Easter egg hunt. There's so many hidden gifts, and that joy and that elation and that wonder and that curiosity and that excitement, all of that is just as big as the gift you may discover, because this discovery of the gift may be just a moment long, whereas that place that you're in can last for hours. I see children running through a magical forest. That can go on all day. Those feelings of excitement and what's around the corner. And it's all about the unknown. That's what is so exciting, is you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's going to greet you. You don't know what's going to jump out at you. You just don't know anything. And there's nothing to suppress that. Like, that's why so many of us say, I don't ever want to grow up. And we shouldn't ever grow up, because that is the most beautiful aspect of being a child. It's that innocence, that joy, that spontaneity, that curiosity, that fearlessness. So, welcome back to childhood. May we all stay and live in that beautiful, childlike state of awe and wonder. And as Barbara spoke about on Sunday, no need to understand, just being here, wherever you are, interacting with your friends, your whoever you're with. It could be a butterfly, it could be a tree, it could be a rock. And when we do that with each other, it's really fun, because you'll very likely throw someone off, someone who's maybe a bit serious, and you might just start laughing or just smile out of nowhere for no reason even, and just completely knock someone out of their chair. And at first they might not know what to do with it, but then they'll just start laughing, or a smile will come across their face, and you'll feel this letting go, this relaxing of the control. It's funny, the attempt at control. There is no control in that way. We think as we've been taught through our minds, we've been taught that we can control things. Not really. So even when things aren't going your way, there's always that, it pops in and it gets serious and you want to control it. But see how the energy shifts. So why go there? Why do that to yourself? Just keep jumping, playing, splashing in the puddles, being mischievous, and let everything fly. Let everything fly free. And I see the dolphins jumping out of the water. I see the joy of the dolphins. We have so many amazing examples in nature on this planet of beings that live from that place. That's why it brings us so much joy. It's just a little reminder, and it's more than a reminder. It's a connection to what's real, to the beauty and the magic of life that's within us, that's around us, that connects us to our origin every moment. Because when you're connected, when you're in that place, I don't know if you've ever noticed this before, but there is a power in that place. A power, a gentle power. That nothing can touch you when you're in that place. So here's to frolicking and being mischievous and helping each other up over the fence, to the advancement of life, of your life so that soon you won't know anything but joy and excitement and happiness and love, pure, innocent love, bigger than the word, past everything that's been placed on that word. It's so much bigger. So enjoy it. I send you my biggest wishes of happiness. I don't know how else to put it. May your life be full of magic and sparkles and miracles. And here comes Simeon again. And love each other like you've never loved before. Wishing you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an extraordinarily magic future. Thank you.